All right, good. Welcome back, everybody. You know what it is. It's the holiday season 2025. And wherever you go, there's always going to be a party. And maybe you're bringing something. But you don't have to bring this. You really don't have to bring this. You can bring something, well, using this. Let's have some fun. Let's make some hors d'oeuvres. All right, so as I mentioned, it is the holidays 2025, and I hope you're having a good one. And so, as I mentioned, you may be called upon to go ahead and, oh wait, before I forget, good, welcome back everybody, I'm Dave, how you doing? Alrighty, now, so you may be called upon or you volunteer to bring something to a gathering, a family gathering, a company, party, whatever, and you're bringing something. What do you bring? Well, as I mentioned, you don't need to bring the Chex Mix. Let somebody else do that. Let the new guy do that. You've been here a while. It's ready for you to make a name for yourself. So guess what? Here's what you can do. Ready? We're gonna use these Crescent Rolls. We're gonna use the Crescent Rolls, which are very popular right now in the holiday season. And we're gonna do some pull-aparts. We're gonna stuff them with some cream cheese and some mozzarella, some Moz. There we go, some mozzarella. And then roll them into a little ball. We're going to cut them into squares. We're going to lay it all out, cut into squares, and roll them into a little ball, basically. And then we're going to put them in a pan. I think I'm doing a sheet pan. And it's going to be, you can form it. You can form it. My son is the one who did this the first time he ever really baked anything. And he did this. He turned it into a Christmas tree, and it was pretty cool. So we had it over the holidays. And so it's stuck. It's like a holiday tradition. So we do have these pull-aparts. And we're just going to put them in a pan, nice and easy, no big deal. And we're going to have some fun with it. So it's real simple to make. I think the thing that takes the longest is the baking and the not eating them when they come out, because they're going to be ooey gooey, delicious, garlic and butter on top of that. You know what? Let's get started. Alrighty, so we're going to do Sargento whole milk mozzarella picked up at our local HEB. And yes, it does say 8 ounces. It is 2 cups, and the recipe calls for 1 cup. So we're just going to do about half of this. And I think we got about a cup right there. Alrighty. The next thing it says is this entire package of, well, I don't know if it's Philadelphia. It is Philadelphia cream cheese, because hey, why not? It is the best cream cheese in the world. Smear that on a bagel, will you? There you go. Alright, there it is. Now, it's not fresh out of the refrigerator. We did let it come up to room temperature, or broom temperature, if you want to call it that. And because we're gonna mix this, and we're gonna mix this with some of the spices. Thank you. Oh, that's very flimsy. All right, we'll get a solid tool, because this is still a little hard, so this is gonna be a little flimsier. Yeah, the handle's solid, but no worries. But we're not done yet. We still got some Italian seasonings we're gonna sprinkle in here and roll that in there as well. All right, we're gonna do 2 of these, 2 teaspoons of these Italian seasonings. 1, 2, there we go. And the rest we're going to save it for the butter and the garlic mixture. It's going to go on top. It's going to be delicious. All right, let's give it a shot here. Yeah, see, it's still, oh yeah, you can see it how it flips right there. That's what I'm talking about. So it's going to give you trouble. It's going to get you frustrated. It's the holidays. Let's not do that, or let's try to keep that to a dull roar. Alrighty, let's give this a shot. Alright, there it is, all nice and neatly mixed up. Yeah, it took a little bit of work, a little bit of a fork, and a little bit of Mrs. Isvet cooks, and we took care of it. So again, thank you. Alright, now we're going to lay this out. Now this is it. That's the best part right there. I love that part. Alright, and what we're going to do we're going to lay this all out flat. We're going to seal up the creases, the edges there. Let's find the end of this. Somewhere. That's not it. Hey, I don't know where this is at. Yeah, there we go. We found it. I think we found it. And it's floured. There we go. So it makes things a little bit easier. Shouldn't stick as much. Alright, we're done with that. We'll get rid of that. Again, join it. One. All right, so after laying it out, we cut them into 16ths, right? Half and half again, 16 pieces. Now what we're going to do again, not so much, maybe if we can get like half a teaspoon, like a little ball like that, right? And then you just want to wrap it up all the way, make sure it gets in there, and you want to seal it up. Kind of like a dumpling. There you go. And that's it. Then we lay it on our sheet. And then we lay them so they all touch. So when they all, oops. So we lay them so they all touch so they can all pull apart. There we go. All right, let's do the next one. Again, the dough is a little pliable, so it does give you that ability to work around the stuffing ball. There you go. Now they don't have to touch up against each other, but get them close enough that when they do expand, they do end up touching. Alrighty, let's use some modern technology and get this over with. Alright, there they are. There they are. Now something I did forgot to tell you, preheat your oven at 375 degrees. Preheat to 375, don't worry, it's in the instructions. So we'll get that in there. But there it is, they're all rolled out. We did two batches, so 32. You're probably thinking, 32, why do you have the spare one? Because there's 6 right here. There's 6 right there. So, what's going on? What do we do next? Well, we melted some butter. Yeah, there it is, melted butter. Some more of that Italian seasoning, some garlic. And again, all the ingredients are in the show notes down below. And then we're just going to brush it on top. Look at that. Look at that deliciousness. Butter, garlic, oregano, butter, oregano, garlic, and more butter. And some parsley, I do believe is in there. Italian seasoning, if that's what you can either make it your own, you make your own, or get it store bought. But either way, the butter helps, and make sure it's the unsalted butter. You know, because we got to watch our salt intake. It is the holiday season. Let's not go crazy, right? So, again, unsalted butter works best. There we go. We'll add some more. A little bit more over here. Get it all nice and delicious looking. And you see some of them are touching, some of them are not touching. That's okay. It happens. Again, we got that cream cheese, mozzarella filling. Things are going to be delicious. Alright, so, man, I think we got just about all of it all brushed on. And again, this has been about 15 years now that we've been doing this. It's pretty cool, pretty delicious, nice holiday quick treat. Look at that. Trust me, it might not look like much right now, but at the end when they bite into this, wow, that's all I got to say. Alright, now what are we doing? Our good friends at HEB, Hill Country Fair, grated Parmesan cheese. We're going to sprinkle it all over the top of this thing. We're just going to create mountains and mountains of Parmesan cheese on top of these pull-aparts. Now we're just going to... Interesting shadow that just all of a sudden appeared here. I think we got them all. I think we got enough mozzarella on the table, on the knife, on everything. Alright, let's get in the oven for about, give or take, 200 hours, 250, no, 25 minutes, give or take. But you'll see it, you'll smell it. First of all, you'll smell it throughout the house, and everybody will come running, and then 5 more minutes after that it'll be ready. But look for them, golden brown, delicious. The butter will, you'll see it in a minute. Let's do that miracle of modern technology, and we got some other stuff to take care of. Alright, there it is, out of the oven. There's our pull-aparts out of the oven. See how they all ended up touching each other? Yeah, even the ones that weren't touching, they ended up touching each other. All right, let's pull one apart and let's do a tasty taste. And let's pull one apart. See how easy it is to pull apart? That's it. All right, let's do our tasty taste. Alrighty, well that's what it looks like. There it is, all pulled apart, and let's give it a little tasty taste. Oh, it's delicious. It's in there. You can barely see it. The crescent roll, the mozzarella, the cream cheese, the garlic, everything else on top of it, the melted butter, and you can even dip it in some marinara sauce. At work. Listen, it's the holiday season. Again, thank you everyone for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. Thank you for your shares, those of you that have made these recipes, and those of you that have made variants of this recipe. Again, thank you very much. Your conversation, your participation is greatly appreciated. It really changes the dynamics of the channel, and again, I greatly appreciate it. So going into the new year, let's have some fun. Let's make it better. Let's keep cooking. And hey, oops, there we go. There we go. Before I forget, don't forget, make the call, 988 Veterans Crisis Line. Press the 1. Again, it is the holidays, and we're going to a new year, new change, new time, and new opportunities are ahead, guaranteed. So, don't hesitate to call if you find yourself in a place you're just not too sure about. Again, this applies not just to veterans. Veterans, you do get to press the number 1. You do get to press the number 1. But everybody else, again, just listen to the automated attendant. It'll take you to where you need to be. Tell them everything. Peel back a couple of layers, and let's move forward. Let's move forward into a great and better 2026. Alrighty, listen. Again, thank you very much for watching, and it's time for some pull aparts. Time to get together. Time to enjoy. Delicious. Really easy, real quick. Lots of fun to make. It's a conversation piece for sure, especially if you do it into a Christmas tree. You can use some food dye coloring too if you want to. Yeah, some food dye. It'll work. It won't change the dynamics of the taste. It'll just look kind of cool. Either way, listen everybody, I'm Dave Guerra and This Vet Cooks.